Hey guys, what's up? This is Jerry for those who don't know, and today this is kind of my, my third podcast video. The only bad thing is I recorded a pretty long podcast video with my friend Mike, but I don't know what was going on that day. My Camtasia messed up and stuff, and the file got corrupted, and it didn't work out. But yeah, so this one's just gonna have to be a solo podcast. But yeah, I recorded that one about a week ago, because that's when we had time to do it. And yeah, but I do apologize for that, guys. Yeah, we were just talking about some of the newest updates to the game and some stuff like that. Couple things I want to talk about. We'll just start out here. We got Instance God Wars. Now, I think it's a good idea, but I think it's just gonna crash some of the God Wars items in the long run, because you can have an unlimited amount of people doing bandos now, and there's gonna be a lot more, because all the people who would be getting crashed are now going to be in an instance, and it is going to bring a lot more items into the game. But it's also a good money sink, just because it costs 200k or whatever it is to get in for an hour. But I think what we really need is some sort of item sink. I mean, maybe not as drastic as just removing gravestones, but we need something we need something, because like some items are just never leaving the game. Even if your gravestone does go out, somebody's gonna pick it up pretty much, and they're gonna sell it onto the GE, and that's gonna lower its price, But yeah. Anyway, let's see here. What are the other updates? Okay, so we've got some more, some armor updates, some EoC updates. I know they made levels, your stats actually matter now, and I think that is a really good update, just because, well, it's good and bad for me. First of all, I'll say what's good. Since I'm not max combat, obviously, I could out-hit level 200s and stuff like that at bosses, and whenever they tried to crash me. So that was like a huge advantage for me, because I wasn't going to have to really work on getting my stats up for a while. I'd just go at it at my own pace, But yeah, that didn't work out. But if one time, okay, I went over, one of my friends is he's free to play, so I went over his world to the duel arena, and we did a rune fight in the exact same gear, and it was, he almost beat me. He's like a level 100. And he almost beat me. I'm like level 175. Now, that should not be happening, obviously. I mean, that's just completely not right, and it really needed to be fixed. So, yeah. And then, after that, I went ahead and I fought a guy. He had a Gravite 2H, and he completely owned me because his weapon was better. Now, really, just because your weapon is better, I had a Rune 2H, and just because your weapon is better, that does not mean you should be winning in the fight. Now, if you are the same level, I think they should, but it just wasn't fair. If I'm going up against a level 200 at a boss, and he's got all max stats and overloads and turmoil, but he's only using, say, like, I don't know, like a god sword. I don't know why he would be, but yeah, that's what he's using, and I'm using my chaotic maul. Obviously, I would be out hitting him because my weapon is quite a bit better. Now, even though I have a better weapon, then there's no way I'm going to out hit this guy. And I know this could cause a lot more people getting crashed, but because of the Instance God Wars, I don't think it's going to be as much of a problem. And to be honest, that's really the only boss that's going to happen at now. The only boss is. Because, you know, most people are playing 07 now and stuff like that. And not as many people are doing PVM. Just not as many people are playing the game in general now. But, you know, I think all this was needed updates. But I think some of it was a little bit rushed. You know, all the new armor changes. A lot of people were, you know, panic buying items and panic selling items and stuff like that. And now Void has no defense, so I don't think that's going to be used anymore. Bandos, it's got less defense than Barrow's gear. I mean, I can see how they did that, but I don't know. I think it should be about the same. I've always thought Bandos should be better than Barrow's gear, but now it's more like it was before the EoC armor-wise. Well, at least with the God Wars Engine armors, because you have your Bandos. It's got its strength bonus back, basically. You got your Torva. It's got its strength bonus back. But I know the Bandos and the Torva, their bonuses really are similar now, except Torva has its special effect, but there really isn't a huge difference between them, and Bandos doesn't degrade. So yeah, I would like to see them, since they do have these different classes of armor now, I'd like to see them implement some new, some new armor that's not too rare, but it gives players other choices on what they can use. But yeah, let me see here. Let me look at this. Other updates recently. Let me just talk about 07 for a few minutes. I think what 07 really has done is it's just completely split the community. You always see people in 07, they just say EoC sucks. Just, get rid of it, stuff like that. And I think the EoC people are getting a lot of hate because they're just like, oh, they're all bots and stuff like that. I mean, I enjoy both games myself. I don't really prefer one or the other. They're both fun in different ways. Obviously, I have a lower level account on there, so it's not quite as not quite as fun, but I'm having fun on both games and I'm enjoying it. But the EoC, all the EoC people, a lot of them I know voted for the 2007 servers, and without them, you guys, we would not have hit that that mark, making it free. Well, at least for a period. But a lot of those guys who voted weren't even planning to do it, and they were just doing it to help out the 07 guys, and now the 07 guys are just yelling at them and just arguing that EoC sucks. It's what I see on every YouTube video now, pretty much. It is about EoC, and I think they need to just stop hating as much, because they did help you guys get those servers. And I haven't seen the EoC people hating on the 07 guys as much, even though they've split the community. It's kind of messed up the economy and stuff like that. But every change Jagex makes now, it just makes a huge change on the economy, a huge change on the game. But it's just what's going on right now. It's the time when they're getting a lot of hate and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the whole 07 versus EoC thing. I mean, if you want to not play both, that's fine with me. I mean, I think you should go ahead, and a lot of the people on 07 didn't even give EoC a chance. I'm not saying I like the EoC at all, but I do like the fact that, there's just so many newer features on here, a lot more content, and obviously I have a more mature account. By mature, I mean it has, better stats that I've spent a lot of time on. I mean, it's not a whole. I have 70 days A-log time, I think. But yeah, I mean, it's a good amount of time to spend on a game, guys. And I don't want to just quit this game when I've achieved so much and I have a lot more that I want to achieve. When I've spent that much time, and I don't want to just go to another game and completely quit this. And obviously I still am enjoying the EoC. I mean, obviously I would be so much happier if they went back before EoC, but it's got its good things about it as well. I mean, I'm not going to get into that right now, but I think they are working on it and they are making it better, which is, it's good to see, but I think the EoC really should have waited a lot longer to come out. But we can go ahead and move on to RS3. It's the whole topic about that. I made a couple videos on it in the past few weeks, but the graphics on there, let me just say, are amazing. They really do look good, especially for a browser game. And for all you guys saying that it's laggy and stuff like that, it's going to be fixed, I'm sure. I mean, they're not going to release a game that's that bad. They're already optimizing it for less lag. They've already been working on that stuff, and I think in the next couple of weeks it will get out of that laggy stage. And also, for all you guys who didn't get in, I think they will let more people into the beta, and I think a lot of you guys will get a chance to see it before it actually comes into the game and test it and see what you like, see if it runs on your computer and stuff like that. And but yeah, I think the graphics really are amazing. I'll definitely be using RS3 over the Java client, just because it looks so good and everything's so smooth. And then another thing, the new interface beta or alpha, those are great. The only thing is, just some of the things are a little complicated. I think they need to simplify some of it, like the action bar. You don't even know what's going on there. But I think it really is cool how they're doing that, and they give you a lot of options on what you can kind of do with that stuff. And I really did like both of those things. I think Jagex has done a great job with them so far, and I think they're going to turn out great. But yeah, let me think about some of the other updates. We can talk about, I don't know what you guys think about the new skills that are supposed to come out. I think the first one is supposedly coming out, I don't know, is it coming out this month? That's what I heard, but I haven't really heard anything from Jagex about it. I also know they're talking about continuing one of the quest series, but I think they need to continue all of them. Hopefully sometime this year we'll see a lot of those quest series continued. I want to see the pirate quests, the gnomes, you know, all that stuff. I may not have the levels to do all that, or the quest requirements, that is, because I've just never been a quester, but I think they have been doing a really good job on some of their newer quests. The reason I'm not into questing as much is because for the newer quests you need a lot of quest requirements, and some of those old quests are just so annoying. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been doing them on 07 lately, and you know, questing is just, it's very, it's a lot of fun, you know, but it gets very tedious and annoying at times. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to really talk about. I think for all you guys who don't like the EoC, I think it's getting better. Everybody's getting used to, you know, just how everything's working on there. I know I am, but we all have a special place in our, okay, this sounds weird, but you know, we all like the old combat system. To be honest, I would have loved to see like a 2010 server instead of 2007, just because there's so much more stuff that came into the game in that time period. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.